Max, I have a game I want to induct into the Essential 50.
Oh yeah, what is it?
I'm going to tell you
Zombie
soon.
Army Trilogy.
Zombie Army Trilogy, Yasai Ninja Cube. No, this was a PlayStation 1 RPG that came out very late in the PlayStation 1's life cycle, pretty much by the time people had already moved on to PS2. It is Chrono Cross, which is the... it's kind of a sequel to Chrono Trigger. Yep. I mean, it has the same Chrono thing. The story ties are very loose and kind of come halfway through the game. And the battle systems are very different. But yeah, this was a game. It came out in '99 in Japan.
A lot of discs, isn't it?
It had a whole mess of discs.
It was like a 4-disc game or something?
Yeah.
Can we just inaugurate the soundtrack into the Essential 50?
Holy moly.
Yeah, really good soundtrack.
And leave the frame rate and the character roster behind?
Hey, I didn't mind the character roster. So, yeah, this was, there are loose ties to the original Chrono Trigger, but you play as a kid, like a beach bum kid who also may or may not be the bad guy who's a big old talking tiger. Yeah. And you meet your friend who's this like Jamaican girl, but then you meet a whole bunch of other weird characters. Like you meet a voodoo doll, like a talking voodoo doll. You become friends. Like one of the party members is just a straight up bird.
Isn't there like a block of wood?
A block of wood is one of them. A warrior who may or may not be a frog in human form from Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, now Marty. Again, there's a lot to love about this game. The combat system's extraordinary. The soundtrack.
Combat system's interesting.
Yeah.
Every characters have innate. They're sort of based on.
Nate, no.
Nate, no.
Sorry, I'm looking up this block of wood.
But that
here.
character roster can just die in a fire.
Why? What's wrong with fire?
Well,
you wanted to kill two things in a fire today.
I have been. I'm very angry, very fire-oriented.
And all the horses. You want to
No, I
burn the
didn't want to
horses
kill
so
the
that they
horses.
taste better.
I did not want to kill any horses. I
But
just,
once they're dead, you just want to eat them.
They're really good. I mean, horse is delicious.
I refuse to ask for this story.
Yeah, it's not a story. It's just people. I lived in Japan. People in Japan eat horse.
Yeah,
that's all there is to it.
So this wasn't Akira Toriyama attached to this.
No, I think he was long gone by then.
No, Chrono Cross is a game that I've got a lot of affection for, but there is a lot wrong with it too. I mean, it stretches on a lot. The character roster is probably too large. You end up with a bunch of people you don't care about in your party.
I mean, that's
places.
sort of like Suikoden though.
Okay, that's fair.
Luchador,
but
there's a mushroom.
But in Suikoden,
there's a dog.
But
there's a tea kettle.
But in Suikoden, they go home. Like at least most of these people have backstories. They have interesting things to say, and a lot of them just go back to the castle and like do their jobs. You're not forced to shoehorn them into your party.
Yeah,
whereupon in Chrono Cross, you kind of stuck around them. But that we just glossed over the music. I mean, Dream Near the Shore of Another World is maybe the best video game song ever.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say that this is a big old yes on account of the. By my count, there's about 5 different dogs you can have in your party. It's pretty exciting.
I think most of them talk as well.
That's all I need from any game.
Yeah, I mean, playing through it and finally getting to that point where you go back to.
Wait a minute. One of them's a skeleton clown. I don't know how I feel about that.
He's a jester, I believe.
That thing. I hate that thing. It's
a young Captain Olimar appears to be one of the characters.
He's an actual space alien.
And there's an anime pizza chef. Wait, is that just Zangief with a chef hat? This roster's kind of out of control.
It's a really weird game. Go ahead. I keep talking.
I don't know. There's the moment where it does finally tie in with Chrono Trigger, and you go back to Luca's house, and she sort of has it's this orphanage, and it's on fire, and you have to fix things.
You mean the part where it kills all your favorite characters?
Where it kills all your favorite characters from Chrono Trigger, and there's this really cool, like, instead of having different time periods, there's sort of there's a world, and there's like an alternate reality world where what would happen if Surge is dead, like if the main character doesn't exist.
Which is such an important thing in that, as the name Chrono would imply, right? That in the first game, it's all about kind of those multiple endings and different things that can happen. So.
Yeah, and it's just it's such a bummer that the series has seemed to just gone away and will never come back.
Chrono Cross feels to me like a game that they'd never finished. I really like it.
Yeah,
it's a
on
good
PSN,
video
right?
game. But what Chrono Cross? I don't.
Yeah, I mean PS1.
Is it on PSN? I don't know. I don't know.
I just imagine.
I want to say it is. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
You've never been wrong.
Never happens.
But it's a game that in some ways feels kind of finished, but it's not unfinished in the horrible Xeno way. It's not like a Xenogears unfinished where you're just sitting in a chair. It's they do manage to wrap it up. It just feels sometimes a little rushed there toward the end.
Yeah, and the battle system gets really weird. In order to get the best ending, you need to realize that your attacks, you have to choose how you attack based on the rhythm of the song in the background.
Yeah.
And like you would never know that that's how you're supposed to defeat the boss. Like the way that the musical notes of the song that plays during the final boss battle, you have to have those correspond, I think, with the different colors of your innate
I had
abilities.
to look up a guide to finish the game.
Yeah. It was weird. Yeah, Chrono Cross. I like that. I like that video game.
That'd be an enjoyable video game. There.
Yeah.
Yeah, on account of dogs, I say that's a go.
Yeah. +1.
Out of dogs, which is weird because usually I'm against dogs. I'm pro dogs for this game though.
Yeah.
Yeah.